Devinda, we are in your flat in Muswell Hill.
Yes.
Which has just sold. Congratulations.
Thank you, I've accepted an offer, yes.
Amazing. How many days did it take for the offer to be accepted? Like how long?
So it went onto the market and there were 20 viewings.
Wow.
20 viewings, 17 new people, because 3 were 2 people that came and viewed again.
Okay.
I had 3 offers and accepted the highest one, and we pushed them up by 15,000 as well. And so I've accepted an offer, so hopefully she's keen to complete, so we'll complete soon in about 6 weeks.
And you know, people say the market's dead and things aren't selling. I mean,
at the right price. I think things are selling at the right price. And what I've noticed as well, having put 4 properties on the market, is people are coming below the asking price.
yeah, which happens, it changes. That's why we always have to buy at a good price, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna have another video talking about all the details of this. But for now, I want to show people through the interior design here, because you and I both love interior design.
Yeah.
So if we kind of move here, we get in the middle of the room. I like the alcoves.
Yes.
What were they before? Were they just plain normal alcoves?
I'm so glad you asked me, because this was, I feel like, a little hack I did. So I hate chimney breasts.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually a chimney breast right there.
That's a big old breast, that is.
Yeah, it's a really big chimney breast. So what I did, and when I say I got my contractors to do, is I got them to create these alcoves, because I didn't want to get rid of the dead space. I thought it'd be quite good even in the future to put shelves and have anything there, even put mirrored things behind them, because I've seen them in bars. They kind of look really cool.
Yeah.
So that's basically been finished off straight, but it's just plasterboard and plastering. So it's just like plasterboard to make it smooth, but it is a chimney breast, and I've tried to hide it as much as possible.
I mean, it's almost 5.5 foot chimney breast. It's humongous.
Yeah, it's
these old kind of English Victorian houses. Now, you put some very, I would say quite neutral wallpaper, but some would say really bold. Was it a difficult decision to go with such a pattern? Because you could have just put, you know, whatever.
I could have just coloured it. Like, I was thinking of just doing a statement colour, but no, I wanted to do wallpaper, because I've experimented with wallpaper before in my HMOs. And when I did the alcoves, I wanted something green, incorporating biophilic design and the elements of that. And even though we're in London, there's elements of greenery that you see when you look out the window from the front view, and at the back, there's the forest of Muswell Hill.
There's the forest.
I really wanted to incorporate the green elements and have something that showed like nature.
And above your head right now is like a Sputnik light.
Yes.
Which it's a lot of bulbs, isn't it?
It's a lot of bulbs.
Why did you do that? Is there a decision behind that?
Yeah, I wanted to incorporate elements of modernness with the traditional. So if you look around, there's the traditional coving,
which is gorgeous.
So I had that put back in. So I found a company that does original Victorian plaster coving.
Oh wow!
And I ordered it from them, measured it out. They sent it to me in 2 days. They said, "Oh, we'll send you samples." I was like, "Listen, I don't have time for samples. You just send it to me." And then I incorporated the LED coving lighting, which is just a cheap screw fix, by the way, but it's incorporated with the traditional. So there's elements of modern with the classic, with the traditional, and so the lighting is part of the modern. And I think lighting and windows really make a room. They can give that warmth, or they can take it away. And so I really wanted to do LED coving lighting. It's something I'd never done before. I'd seen it, and I really wanted to incorporate that in. And yeah, just have warm yellow lighting throughout, which is what you see.
And then, you know, we've got some furniture in here. So you staged this, or did you bring this in your house?
I did a little bit of both.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw some of the famous Dave stuff.
Yeah, so bought the sofa, got it for a really good price. I did look at renting stuff, right? And then but then I thought, I'm only going to buy a sofa and 2 beds. And when you rent stuff, you can rent a whole kitchen furniture pack with bedside tables. And I really didn't need that. And that was like about £300 a month. And I thought, what if it takes like 3 months to sell? And then I thought, this was £900. So I thought, let me just buy the sofa and then the beds. And I needed to buy the beds because we'll go into the small room and we'll discuss that. So, and then I bought the dining room table, and then the chairs and the bench are from my brother's house. And then I've just got like all the staging bits from when I did HMOs and stuff. So I didn't go too crazy, just like statement pieces. Love this sofa, it's super comfortable.
It's so nice, the burnt orange.
Because the room is so tall and it is quite large, when you have a sofa there, it gives you the feel that, oh, this is how I would utilize the space.
Yes. I think without physical staging, you know, obviously properties still sell, of course they do, but when something is so big and a lot of buyers don't have that imagination or spatial awareness to actually say, it can go here, here's how much space is left, it makes the room feel bigger, I think.
Yes, I think so too. Because when I used to do my HMO, like ensuite rooms, and I used to try to get them tenanted before they were even finished, tenants used to come, they'd go, this is really small. And then as soon as I put a bed, a desk and a chair,
They're like, oh.
they'd go, oh, nice, okay, this is a nice room. And I'm like, isn't that interesting? So you have to sometimes fill it to make the room appear bigger or to sell the lifestyle. And obviously I wanted to get the best price for this one.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the kitchen. So, Devinder, we are in the kitchen. 2 spotlights, 1 extractor fan, 2 extractor fans.
That's a circulating,
recirculating
something, yeah.
Which is why you've put that one in.
Yes,
And you've got the heat/detector in the spotlight.
Yes.
It's just so like Dr. Tony Stark shit, man. I love it.
Yeah, I love these lights. So they're everywhere. There's even like a smoke alarm there.
I saw that.
That's
so
not a light
cool.
though.
What's the name of the company? Give them a little.
It's called Lumi plugins, and they are amazing. So they've got even water sprinklers, fire alarms, heat alarms, smoke alarms, carbon dioxide alarms, and so it looks exactly like the light, so they'll look identical, and we'll show them in the other rooms as well, because there's a carbon monoxide alarm that's close to the boiler. So I've just made it look seamless. There's also sensors as well. So underneath my stairs, when you open the door, where the like manifold for the underfloor heating is, it just turns on automatically. So there's like sensors in cupboards and stuff.
And I think it's important, and it's something maybe buyers don't know about, but at least they're a bit more switched on to like environmental things, tech things, Internet of Things. Can I use my phone to control it? Have you got Hive? So I think it's important to do these little things, right?
Yeah, for sure. And also just to experiment with like new tech rather than just having bulbs, you know. And also, I'll be completely honest with you, I really don't like spotlights. And it was a conversation that I was having with another developer friend. I spent so much insulating this ceiling, and when you insulate a ceiling for acoustics and for thermal, when you then put holes in each ceiling, you lose it. So I really didn't want to put like those spotlights and then they get changed. So these Lumen plugins, they are spotlights, they're clean, fresh, but they'll last really long, they're integrated in, you know, they've got a guarantee, and when it needs to be changed, all you do is like change like the inside bit and you keep like the actual...
We need more of this, because property is so old school, so boring. Every company that innovates doesn't really innovate, so it's nice to see this.
It's always about like doing the cheapest thing, and I didn't do the cheapest thing here because of the postcode and where we are.
I can see the Neff appliances. Is that open and slide under?
I'm not sure. Why don't you give it a...
No.
No, it's not.
Ooh,
But
I like the lighting though.
there is a warmer drawer.
Oh, are you fancy, huh? I like that. I like a warmer drawer because you can put your bread in it as well. We're making pizza dough and stuff to like prove.
So you know, everything's soft close. There's like a small inner one here. I've even put in a 4-in-1 hot water, boiling water tap.
Oh, they're expensive.
So there's like the cookers are $2,000. This was like 500. I didn't get the cookers.
Link up with your plug, innit?
And then a dishwasher is a slimline one.
Oh wow! I didn't even know it was there.
This is a 2-bed, and then integrated fridge freezer. There was some space, so we put a little
masala rack here.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the gold. I've got the same kind of gold
trim
rail, and I like the worktop splashback because you kind of, although it is the same room almost, by coming in you just feel like you're in a marble quarry in like Tuscany. Do you know what I mean?
Nice. I'm glad you said that. It was more to give it that seamless look, because the kitchen is compact and it is quite small.
Yeah, and it's white.
I wanted to give it that element of that it's just seamless.
And if you put tiles, I think we spoke about this, it would give it a different texture, which is another question of interior design. And you know, it gets a bit difficult. This is more expensive because it's a
but to be fair,
6 slab of quartz.
That much more. It cost me £700 more.
Probably because it's from the same slab.
The same company did it. It's from the same slab to do this, to do the backsplash fully. So
I like the shiny gold as well.
Yeah, I did gold. I did gold in here because of the gold tap, and there's the gold detailing in the kitchen.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Everywhere in the flat, it's matte brushed black.
I've seen that. Let's head to the understairs cupboard.
Let's go.
So we're in the corridor, which, let's be honest, corridor is a corridor, right?
Corridors are a corridor.
But again, super high ceilings.
Super high ceilings.
Understairs cupboard, which I love. I love the lip. I have the same handles on mine at home, but they're white to blend in.
Nice.
And I just love that this is normally a wasted space. It'd be like one little thing, but you've put 1, 2, 3,
4. Yeah.
different sets of storage.
Exactly. So 4 doors to open up the storage space that's underneath the stairs. I'll be honest, I actually copied a flat 2 doors down. They had this, and I just really liked how they utilized the space. And there's so much storage in there.
I did look, and I won't open it for the viewers, but there is a lot of storage in there. But you know what?
And there's also storage above here.
I saw that and thought, even I can't read.
Well, then you need a ladder, so ideally your ladder would be in there and you'd get it out, and you could put suitcases up in there.
To be fair, that's a good idea. But you know what's like?
Because I dropped the ceiling in the bathroom and the kitchen.
Of course, yes. Yeah, bathroom with this height would feel very interesting.
Also, I have a steel beam that goes from party wall to party wall, which you can see here.
Yes, boxed in.
So it would feel...
Okay, and the thing about corridors that I like is that they're quite underrated. But actually, if you think about it, a lot of time you are in this space crossing from place to place, and for me, it's just about making this space, which is normally dull and boring, and obviously they'll bring their decorations to it, but just not forgetting it, I think is important in interior design, right?
For sure. I think something I really wanted to do in here, I actually wanted to paint it black.
I'm glad you didn't.
I think it would have looked wow. The walls I wanted to paint black, and I would have put a mirror here. I think if I was living here, this is what I would do.
I mean, I can see you doing that if you were living there. I bloody wouldn't. But I get the impact, right? Like a Shoreditch nightclub, if that's the vibe.
But it's just because it's just the whole hallway. It's dramatic, but you never spend time in it.
I spend time in hallways, yeah.
Do you?
Frequenter in hallways, yeah. Let's have a look at the bathroom. So yeah, it's quite a large space, and I think with the mirrors there, very smart decision.
Yes. So mirrors have this like open close, click clack system, and in this one, I even put in a shaver socket with a USB-C and A for toothbrushes.
USB-C and A?
You have to upgrade because that's the way of the world, that's where it's going. So for people's toothbrushes, razors and stuff like that, everything's clean, so it's floating toilet, floating sink, no handles.
Love it.
So just like push in. You've got the tap and the spout coming out from the...
Love it, all, gold brushed back plate as well.
Yeah, and cheeky little
water fight,
cheeky little water pistol.
And I like the wood down here.
Yeah, so again, I took inspiration from someone else who did it and just got these wooden like slacks and then painted them, and yeah, that was it. Then just had my carpenter put them in. Also here, I've got a shower niche. I love shower niches to get that detail there with the mosaic. So it's a little bit different. I went for Calicut gold tiles and matched them on the floor.
The wall ones are so nice. They look so expensive.
They look so expensive. They were £32.50 a square metre. And even the bathroom fitter was like, these must be so expensive. I was like, 32. He was like, buy me more.
They just got that like smoky glassness about them.
And then if you come through here and we'll close the door, you can see I've got
very nice
brass radiator as well. And something that I did like green, little...
Love that.
Line.
Biophilic and all that.
Yeah, just to match with the green theme that we've got running in through some of the rooms. So... Cool.
So this room here is the smallest room of them all.
Yeah, and it's got a lower ceiling, so it's not that wow ceiling height that we've seen in the other ones. This originally was the kitchen, and the reason why it's such a low ceiling is because this traditionally Victorian period house was chopped up into flats, and right above here is like a mezzanine and there's a bathroom. So I haven't dropped the ceiling here like I've done in the bathroom and the kitchen. It's just naturally lower, so I had to work with what I had, did the coving lighting.
Oh, Ralph Lauren pillows. Okay, might take a little gift with me when I leave here.
Mum's 20-year-old pillows from Canada that nobody uses because they're so plump that your neck hurts.
So plump.
They're awful.
They're like bursting out of the flipping case.
They are.
And is this a Ralph Lauren teddy?
No,
it looks like a Ralph
Lauren. This is Teddylicious.
Teddylicious.
This is my teddy from when I was 10 years old.
Oh God,
from Greece.
A lot of emotions in that teddy. And so you have sash windows, right?
I do. I have sash windows throughout.
And is it a conservation area? Do you have to do these?
It is a conservation area.
So you had to do these, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your neighbour's out in the back sunbathing. Okay, now, he's going to be red in a bit.
Oh, fair enough.
Wow. You know what? It's nice in the back. For London, compared to the front, which is quite busy and a bit green, this is,
Yeah.
I don't know, you could look out the window here and be in...
You could be in the country, you could be in Gloucester, you could be Gloucestershire.
Yeah, Gloucestershire, let's go with Gloucestershire. And is there a steel across?
There is a steel beam across there, yeah, that's why we've got that. And the other thing I did in this room, when people were viewing, they were like, oh, the room's so small. The second bedroom's so small. So I've got a 4'6" bed here, just so you could see the illusion of space. Because once you fill up rooms, people stop complaining how small they are. So
Yes.
the 4'6" bed, there's a desk with a chair, and behind you, there's also a fitted storage space. If you just tuck there, I'll close this. And then I've got and this is where the PR sensor is, but this one's really temperamental. Doesn't turn on.
Yeah, it should turn on.
It's temperamental. It turns on sometimes and then it doesn't.
It's property development for you, isn't it?
So,
Everything's temperamental.
ta-da!
There's a cupboard, or there's a child's bedroom. I like it.
You could put a baby cot in here and close your baby up.
Wow.
Fancy seeing you
Oh,
here.
wow, well. I was just having, I like this pillow. That's definitely from your personal collection, no?
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
I'm sure that's from a charity shop or something.
Yeah, it looks
stuffed like a pillow.
It looks like you built it yourself. So we're in the main bedroom.
The main bedroom.
The main bedroom, which people will see actually has a very nice view because them not look after their garden.
Okay.
Ish. And
But it's more the outside.
and it's more the trees and it.
Yeah.
But there's just a shit ton of light in here.
There's a lot of light, a lot of natural light. There's the high ceilings again that we have throughout the flat. It's really warm. We've got the alcove as well that we've tried to hidden with the chimney breast.
I
that's there.
was looking at this earlier. I love this this actually looks like it's drawn on. Like it looks so good.
It's
Love.
wallpaper. And when you like stand back, if you were to stand here and you're lying in bed, so imagine you're like lying in bed, you can't see the garden, and so you just look and you see the trees with the forest of Muswell Hill, and it just looks green and biophilic and nature, so it looks beautiful.
And also, people will see the really nice feature wardrobes you've put in.
Yeah, they're
And
beautiful.
they're also biophilic because they're basically tree trunks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're made from trees,
But that's exactly what the concept I was trying to go for. So I'm glad you've seen that. So biophilic design is incorporating elements of the natural world inside. So when you have like wood, it looks like a tree. When you have green, it's like nature. And so yeah, it's got like tree trunk, style and design on them. And they're beautiful. They're wall to ceiling. You open them up, your neck hurts, and yeah, they're a feature in their own right.
And there is enough space in here for other furniture if people wanted, right?
Oh, 100%. And then something else I did.
Wow, so much space, man.
One of the main reasons I put cupboards here is to hide the boiler. So the unsightly boiler is there.
And it's not on, but I mean,
No, it's not on.
I'm sure it's quiet.
Yeah, it's really quiet.
And you can get quiet ones as well. So if you have to put in a bedroom, people can get quieter ones.
Yes, and talking about the Lumi plug-in lights that I've got. So that's the carbon monoxide alarm. I've got 4, they're all centralized. And yeah, it just looks neat, clean, and aesthetically pleasing.
Now the last thing before we stop this, it'll be on another video, but give us a quick rundown of figures. So purchase price, amount spent on refurb, interest, cost, all of that stuff, sale price, and then the juicy stuff, the profit.
Okay, so purchase price was 331,000. I bought it in an online auction. Stamp duty was 16,500. Project cost. Now my project cost totals my renovation plus my interest, plus my holding costs. So that is council tax, gas, water, electricity. That came to 77,500. I went a bit over what I wanted, and also I held it for so long, so I held it for 18 months, and which I thought I would be in and out by 12 months. And sale price is 485,000. I was hoping to break the 500,000 mark, or at least get close to it, but there's a Section 20 notice by the freeholder, so anybody that owns this flat, come next spring, they will have to pay £15,000 for their contribution towards the roof repairs. So every offer I got kept reducing that. So I guess I kind of hit my 500,000, but not in my pocket. The flat hit it.
And what's the juicy stuff? What's the profit, girl?
So the profit is going to be 50,000.
So double the UK average salary.
Okay.
Still good.
Yeah,
It's still solid. Obviously, you probably worked about 4 jobs, 79 jobs at the same time doing a refurb like this, which we'll talk about. But, it's not the profit you expected, but you haven't made a loss. And you've still made a decent enough profit. You can go travel the world and gallivant and all your shit that you do, innit?
Yeah, I suppose the other thing, when I did my numbers, and I think it's really important to do numbers, I estimated I was going to be making 6 figures. But I bought this property before 11 interest rate rises and before the material rises. So, and then the market changed. So in terms of just not there being as many active people because of interest rates. So therefore, that's knocked back and had a knock-on effect. You know, I was hoping to achieve between 525 and 550. I think that could have been achievable, especially in, say, like the 2021 market when there was a stamp duty holiday. However, factoring everything into consideration, yeah, I've got 485.
And where can people find you on social media? Do you even post anymore?
I'm a little bit slacking on my social media, but SpotTheDave on Instagram and pretty much everything else.